are here at the American Pavilion, and I'm going to go see the American Adventure. I haven't seen it in years and years and years and years and years. And the next show's at 6:30, but starts soon, so I have to head in there. The American Pavilion is always epically cool and beautiful and patriotic. But okay, let's get inside. I just was in there a few minutes ago. I filmed a art display that they have for George W. Bush, a whole bunch of paintings he did. That will be in a separate video, so if you want to check it out, it'll be on my channel. Here's what the rotunda looks like. Okay. There's a hidden elevator right behind this door.
The show now.
Thank you. We got my son. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Perfect.
oh, I hate this.
That's awesome. That is the same elevator you take one more floor upstairs to Club 33.
Okay. Now I think I call this guy, right?
I'm coming. It's been so long since I've been in here. I'm gonna try to show you everything. Wow, look at this. Cool. Is this okay?
It's okay. You want some right there.
No, this is fine.
I'm gonna sit in the chair.
Go ahead. See a lot of cool statues there of different historical figures. Well, no, actually, no. That's basically statues of different American spirits, like that spirit of knowledge, that spirit of pioneering, spirit of adventure, spirit of self-reliance. That's spirit of, and I'm sorry it's a little far, let me try to zoom in for you. Oh, that's spirit of tomorrow. And that one is spirit of freedom. And then over there is other ones too. Very cool. I haven't been in this show, I'm gonna say over a decade at least. It's been forever. I can't tell you when I've been up here last. I always keep saying I'm gonna come up here and do it and show you all. Yeah.
The exit for the speeders will be in the upper left corner, so use those doors to exit. Please. And now, we proudly present the American Adventure.
America did not exist. 4 centuries of work, bloodshed, loneliness, and fear created this land. We built America, and the process made us Americans. A new breed, rooted in all races, stained and tinted with all colors, a seeming ethnic anarchy. Then, in a little time, we became more alike than we were different. A new society. Not great, but fitted by our very thoughts for greatness. Excuse me, Mr. Twain.
What's that?
Perhaps you recognize those inspiring words from one of America's great writers.
No, Dr. Franklin, I don't recall writing anything like that.
Oh my, of course not. They're from the pen of John Steinbeck, back in the 20th century. Why, it seems he has nearly the same spirit as the founding fathers themselves.
Well, listen to the proud elder statesman.
Mr. Twain, pride is one of our national passions. Even those who overcome it are proud of their humility.
Easy now. I was born honest. Fortunately, more off. Dr. Franklin is our genuine American antique. I suppose our story begins with you.
Actually, it started long before even my time. It started when dreams and visions of a new world were shrouded in the myths and legends of an old world. Finally, through those early mists of uncertainty, sailed the first great adventurers. This tiny ship is the Mayflower, carrying pilgrims in search of their dream of religious freedom. So, if you pardon an old man's pride, for me, this is the beginning of the American adventure.
There's a land across this ocean I'm waiting to see, a land for these people who dream to be free. So stand up amidst the big storm to race, aloft with teammates of the Neptune will face. You think that these land lovers never would last, this cargo of pilgrims 12 feet for the mast. It's land ho, be hearties, at last we arrive, and praise be to God, nearly all have survived. But a look o'er this wilderness brings me to dread that the first little winter may leave home dead. They call themselves pilgrims, these poor wretched souls, with a dream to be free in the new world they're born.
Yes, far from welcoming the early settlers, this land severely challenged them. It was a struggle for survival that gave but a tiny toll in a vast, untamed wilderness. In the decades that followed, a new challenge began to emerge. They were growing more and more apart from the mother country. Passion began to govern, and she never governs wisely.
The British make it fools with thee. If they tax our trade, then our right will be next, and soon all else we possess. Now, you are defense against the French and the Indians. Should you not help pay for it?
Parliament's colonial policy is both arbitrary and unjust.
That's nonsense. The same team that cost you 3 shillings a pound cost us 6.
First, we spoke out with our voices. Then, we spoke out with action, with a growing defiance that led to the Boston Tea Party.
Hear ye! Hear ye! By royal proclamation, His Majesty King George III hereby sends...
Look at this! They're closing the harbor! But surely we can work something out. Our king feels withdrawn.
Your king, Tory, either we have the time to make them, or we shall kill our liberty.
Finally, the time had come to speak with one voice in the Declaration of Independence. Good evening, Mr. Jefferson. Have you finished the new draft yet?
Those are new drafts all over the floor, Dr. Franklin. It seems one stroke of this pen brings 2 changes from Congress. I told you John Adams should have written this.
Oh, by his own admission, you can write circles around him.
Mr. Adams has not been prisoner in this law for 17 days. I shall continue tomorrow.
You must continue now. Thomas, it is difficult to make 13 clocks chime at the same time. We must carefully justify separation.
Dr. Franklin, while you slept soundly through the meeting this afternoon, we did manage to justify separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And to secure these rights, you got shoes, mate. There's not a dozen left, I can say that. Don't tell me, friend. Tell the good general. Tell him that half his camp has got typhus, smallpox, or dysentery. And there be not a ration amongst us. Now we can forage for hickory nuts. Aye, while the English overindulge in our Philadelphia's fine food and drink. 'Tis a strange war we shoulder, George Washington. Congress sleeps warmly in York. And the prisoners are in Philadelphia. We freeze or starve to death here in Valley Forge.
In the end, we the people prevailed and achieved perhaps our greatest dream. 13 very different colonies became the United States of America, and we were free to become an entire nation of dreamers and doers.
Westward bound, Dr. Franklin, to new frontiers.
To the age of Samuel Langhorne Clemens.
Well, I like to think Mark Twain was part of all that. Yes, sir, Dr. Franklin. You founding fathers gave us a really good start, don't you know? We still had some things to learn the hard way. Seems a whole bunch of folks found out we the people didn't yet mean all the people. Folks like Frederick Douglass.
Even amidst the cricket song here along Mark Twain's beloved Mississippi, I hear the noise of chains and the crack of the whip. Yet there is hope. Hope born from the words of the Harriet Beecher song. Uncle Tom's Cabin has given our nation a key, which can unlock the slave prison to millions. Anti-slavery is no longer a thing to be prevented. It is grown to abundant, to be snuffed out like a lantern.
Troublemakers like Douglas got us into this mess. We only wanted freedom, not war. Well, listen to my abolitionist brother. What? He's gonna make a real good fully yank. We got a good call, Johnny Trail.
Why? Look here. You're gonna ruin Ma's birthday.
No. Ain't nothing to ruin today. We're all together. That's what counts. Now, you go ahead, Mr. Franklin.
All right, everybody. Hold real still.
And oh, don't pay no mind if you're gentle or if you're kind. It don't think of the folks behind. Oh, on a beautiful morning. Oh, on a beautiful
The terrible Civil War ended. The time had come to rebuild our shattered nation. And a new wave of immigrants would help us do it. Around the world they came, these new Americans. 1,000 noble courage, wrote Chairman Melville, all pouring into one. Seems there was a new dawn coming for the American adventure.
Enough! Enough of your words. And your new dawn lead to the final sunset on my evil side. When I think of our condition, my heart is heavy. I see men of my own race treated as outlaws or shot down like animals. I hope that all of us may be brothers with one country around us and one government for all. From where the sun now stands, I will fight no more. Forever.
The wisdom of the great Chief Joseph reminded us once again of our long, painful journey to the frontiers of human liberty. Well, here we are, back in the heat of Franklin's Philadelphia again. We're 100 years old today. We came a long way in that first century. And like Susan B. Anthony, we're still speaking out.
And why shouldn't we, Mr. Twain?
As Tom Edison said, discontent is the first necessity of progress.
Edison, afraid I don't place the name.
Edison's that young phonograph inventor. What? This great hall is filled with new inventions. There's Otis Elephant, tallest, magnificent steam engines.
And don't forget me telephone, the true hallmark of progress.
Aha! Behold the cloud tops.
That's right. Carnegie Steel built this place.
Aye, and it'll soon build a new concert hall for New York.
Oh, Carnegie Hall, eh? It'll never last. Donating libraries. Andy, that's grand idea.
It's an age for grand ideas.
An era for innovation.
A dawn for new awareness.
A time to challenge the frontiers of a new century. Yes, sir. We soared into the 20th century on the wings of invention and the winds of change. But our America the Beautiful, she was changing too. We needed people like Teddy Roosevelt and an outspoken naturalist, John Muir, to get our attention.
Beautiful. Fully beautiful. Those halls are magnificent.
Aye, Mr. President. But it won't last if the timber thieves have their way.
John, you may be right, but the country's growth is putting a tremendous demand on our resources.
Any fool can destroy trees. Why, for more than 3,000 years, God has cared for our giants of wild, saved them from drought, disease, avalanche, and flood. But he cannot save them from food.
Now, John, you know I can't ask Lumberings to stop completely.
All I ask is that we stop massive destruction. What will our children inherit? Seedlings?
Of course not. I realize we're not building this country for a generation alone. I know we've got to expand our parks.
Then start it here and now. Make this valley a part of Yosemite National Park.
Well, I guess we needed those national parks. Seems the simple life of my day was slipping away. Ready or not, we were soon thrust into the hectic role of a world leader and into the war to end all wars.
October 29, 1929. Wall Street became America's greatest wall of rubble. This stock market crash has tarnished the golden dreams of millions.
Once I built a tower, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime?
Spare dime? Sure. Buy 4 back, and I'll loan you back to 10 cents.
Hey, Sam, I heard tell there's New York millionaires who selling apples too.
You mean ex-millionaires, don't you?
Hey, it looks like the storm is finally letting up. Yeah, maybe the Sunday riders will come out and hunt for gas. Ain't many folks who pay no 18 cents a gallon.
Hey, listen, fellas. Old FDR's been in all the way.
This great nation will endure, as it has endured, will revive and will prosper. So first of all, let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Yeah, sure, he's right. Folks could use a little prosperity around these parts.
Yes, sir. Before this depression, we sure had enjoyed special blessings.
Oh,
But you
I
know,
think
it
that's
seems
real
to
right.
me that it was a mighty happy nation.
We begun to believe that the height of civilization was an automobile, radio, and a bathroom. Of course, now we're a whole lot smarter. Now Congress wants to trim down the Navy so it'll fit into the bathtub too. You know, it seems to me like we're the only nation in the world that waits till we get into war before we start getting ready for it.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, the United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval
Well, Rosie, think you'll ever get this old duck back in the fight?
We'll sure try, Sam. Hey,
Mr. Twain, what do you think of our America now?
I think the founding fathers never dreamed of an America like this.
Of course not. We were dreamers, we were visionaries. That is why our Constitution withstands the rigors of time.
Easy now, Dr. Franklin. This nation's still just a youngster, don't you know? Why, some countries have been around for 50 centuries. We're barely into our third.
That's true. But look what we've accomplished in that tiny span of time.
My dear Doctor, earlier you found John Steinbeck so inspired. And he also sounded this morning. We now face the danger which in the past has been the most destructive to the human success, strength, comfort, and ever-increasing leisure. No dynamic people has ever survived these dangers.
I may have invented these bifocals I'm wearing, but I can assure you they are not rose-colored. Mr. Twain, the golden age never was the present age. But with human liberty, we can fulfill the promise and meaning of America. To everyone a chance, believe Thomas Wolfe. To all people, regardless of their birth, right to live, to work, to be themselves, and to become whatever their visions can combine to make them. This is the promise of America. Mr. Twain, 'tis easy to see, hard to foresee, but I foresee the American adventure to continue a long, long time.
Okay, so we just walk down here.
Oh, we just walk out.
Yep. Awesome.
Trying to get there before we closed. Before they locked it down.
Spread your golden wings, sail on freedom's wind, cross the sky.
Yes, confirmed. It is an automatic start. It is a takeoff.
Oh, push it.
Yeah, cool patriotic stuff on the wall.
Slushies will want a dinner at home. Let's go. We're going to do the land this next time.
Okay, got it.
Cool.
Oh.